I want to play in a band. How do I get started? And can you give me any advice or tips on doing that, making it happen? Is a question I had from one of my students last week. Now, as coincidence would have it, at the same time, I'm also, just a few weeks ago, I started working on a project. It was one of the group projects that I'm doing. And the idea of that is to get a band up and running of inexperienced beginner players and get just a project off the ground where they can have the experience of playing together with other musicians and just get the feeling of what it's like to play basically in a band. So with those two things in mind, what I've decided to do is on my channel is to do another little series or playlist, if you will, about some of the things that might be interesting or might be useful for anyone out there that is learning an instrument or at whatever level of an instrument, but maybe doesn't have the experience of playing in a band or with others, and try and share some of the experience that I've got. Maybe I'll borrow from other people's experience as well, and then make that available to you all here. So there's a million different things, maybe not a million, but there's loads of different things that I could cover. I've got quite a good idea of some of the important things that I'm definitely going to cover. But as I say, if there's any questions out there from anybody that's interested in doing this or is thinking, I'd like to do this but I'm not sure about X, Y or Z, how do I make sure that this happens or this doesn't happen, or how do I go about it, then please put me a question in the comments, and I'll answer any question that comes, as long as it's sensible, in the videos that I'm going to produce. So I'm really enthusiastic about this. I don't currently play with a band at the moment, but I have done many times in the past. Some of the most exciting and positive experiences I've had as a music player, as a musician, have been playing with bands, rehearsing with bands, doing live gigs with bands, a couple of occasions doing a bit of recording with bands as well. It's all been fantastic fun, and as well as that, it's brilliant for your learning and your education, because you learn so much more when you're collaborating with other musicians than what you do when you're playing by yourself. So I'm always super enthusiastic about getting involved with other musicians and playing with bands. I literally don't have the time to do it myself at the minute, otherwise I probably would be doing. Maybe it's something I'll do again in the future, but I'm really keen now to get other people having a go at that so they can see the benefits of it. So I'll put the other videos up as and when I get round to planning and recording them. As I say, this is going out there up front so I can take some feedback from anybody that's interested. But in the meantime, I'm going to crack on with it, some of the basics, and then we'll move on to hopefully cover every aspect of playing with a band, which I found really enjoyable, and I'm sure that if it's something that you want to have a go at, that you will too. And this isn't just about, my channel's all about guitars. I'm a guitar player. I don't play any other instruments, I'm useless on them, but most of what I'm going to cover is not specific to guitar. Whatever the reasons are that you want to join a band, whether you want to, just meet other people, go out and play gigs, do a bit of recording, whatever it is that's motivating you, the main thing to remember is that whilst you're doing it and whilst you're involved in the journey and the process, enjoy.